Welcome to Top TV and welcome to Ultimate Podcast. My name is Mr. D. I am your man host. So, I bumped into this article here in the midst of the Israel and Palestine war, Gaza war. I bumped into this article, Middle East crisis, UN Security Council to vote on granting membership to Palestine as it happened. Okay. Right. Um Let me read some bits of news here. This is like a news bar here for The Guardian, which is the UK news media. 19 hours ago, Google fires 28 employees for protest of Israeli cloud contract. Hmm. EU leaders agree to increase sanctions against Iran. Hmm. On United Nations, I don't know what that is, but it's UNRWA. UNRWA boasts say staff detained by Israeli security forces have shared harrowing accounts of mistreatment and torture. Well, I thought it was only Hamas that does mistreatment and torture. Israel making decision to act after Iran attack, say Cameroon on Jerusalem visit. So the UK knew the attack was coming, and all they had to say is that Israel is making decision. China and Indonesia call for ceasefire in Gaza. Hmm. Israel reportedly deploys extra weapon for assumed Rafah offensive. Right, so US Israel to hold a virtual meeting about Rafah on Thursday. Israel is determined to do the Rafah attack. Determined. UN Security Council to vote on Thursday on Palestinian UN membership, say diplomats. US announces new sanction on Iran after missile and drone strike on Israel. Right? Those are the sanctions that Israel was asking for as a response to the Iranian attack. But very little did they know, or they did know. Well, I don't even think we can say that very little they didn't know. But they did that. Then Israel attacked Iran. So US is announced a new sanction on Iran after missile and drone strike on Israel. But then the UK sanctions Iranian military entities, including IRGC Navy. Right? So those were the headlines here for the past well 16 to 20 hours here. Okay. Now let's read the article on the Middle East crisis. UN Security Council to vote on granting membership to Palestine as it happens. Right. This is the Guardian, UK Guardian here. You know that The Biden administration says that they are in support of the two-state solution, but they're doing nothing about the two-state solution. Did absolutely nothing about the two-state solution. So Nero 357, has communism worked? No, communism worked. Has capitalism worked? It looks like it has worked, but can you see the problems that we have? Because you're fighting for resources everywhere, enslaving people. That's capitalism for you. Right. So the United States have always been vocal about these issues, claiming that they are in support for the two-state solution. Their mad dog, Israel, have always, if anything, remained silent about the possibility of a Palestinian state. And they never agree to a two-state solution. Hamas will never agree to a two-state solution. Who said that? Why do you want to think for other people? And that's been the problem. That Israel can sit there and think about what I am thinking or think in my place, right? They've done that for years. That's gaslighting. That's manipulation. That's hypocrisy. Call it whatever you want. Israel is doing exactly what he accuses others to do. Israel is never been in favor of a two-state solution. Everybody knows that. Israel has not done a single thing to support a two-state solution. Israel has never done anything apart from manipulation. They've done nothing to support a two-state solution. They don't want that. They absolutely don't want that. Okay, in the United Nations, some members have proposed a vote for a membership, full membership of Palestine. And guess who will block it? You guess who will block it? It's going to be America, Israel, England, and France. So United States, although they see some BS like, hey, we in support of the two-state solution, it's nothing. That's why October 7th happened. That's why it happens. Because the Palestinians, they know that they're going nowhere. They know that the Americans are not in support of a Palestinian state. No. So here comes the article. UN Security Council to vote on Thursday on Palestinian UN membership, say diplomat. The UN, is my light gone? Why is my screen? Why is my screen gone dull? No idea. Anyway, the UN Security Council is due to vote on Thursday on a Palestinian bid for full UN membership. Diplomat says a move that Israel ally the US is expected to block because it would effectively recognize a Palestinian state, reports Reuters. What's the problem with that? What is the problem with that? What is the problem with giving a full membership to Palestine? The 15-member council had initially been scheduled to vote on the measure on Friday. He will now vote at 5 p.m. EDT on Thursday, the diplomat said. So, right. So we don't think that granting the uh, Palestinian membership to the United Nations is the right thing to do. That's probably what America is going to say. We don't think that at this time of tension, granting a Palestinian membership here is the right thing to do right now for peace, for the stability of the region, blah blah. That's all the bullshit they're gonna come up and say. And that's why someone's you saying that, oh, is America weak or America powerful? Makes no. America deserves to be weak, and they will be weakened anyway. We don't want a unipolar war anymore. We want a multipolar war, and that's what we're getting. Palestinians deserve to have their own state, and they're not going to give it to themselves. If they had the power to do so, they would have done so. It's got to be the big superpowers out there that have to acknowledge and accept that for that to happen. So if they don't, it's going to remain the same. But the war will continue anyway. The war will continue. The struggle will continue. You know, to Israel, I only have one word to say. In order to keep someone or an entity prisoner, you have to make or consider yourself the prisoner of the prisoner. So for as long as you want to keep these locked, as long as you want to keep the uh, ongoing situation to remain the same, as long as you want to keep the status quo, you have to be prepared to be the prisoner of the prisoner. So you've got some prisoners there, you've got to keep an eye on them. Anybody guarding as prisoners should consider themselves, or anybody intending to guard prisoners for life should consider themselves prisoners themselves, because that is the sad reality, I'm afraid. So I can't read most of the writings here because for some reason the light has gone weird there on my phone. Oh, there you go. I've got it now. I've got to reinstate it. Right. Sorry. Right. I've got it reinstated here. So I've got Nero 357, a strong supporter for Israel. He says here to what I said. He said, has communism worked though? I responded to that. We've not tested communism. We've just been on capitalism, aren't we? And we can see the problem that creates everywhere. This eternal search or quest for resources. Everybody's fighting for resources because we want to get rich. You know, get rich or die trying. That is capitalism. Hamas will never agree to a two-state solution, so says Nairo 357. It has been proposed before, twice, to Hamas, and they denied it. All right. I can give you my sandwich. I can buy two sandwiches. Or I can buy one, and I give you half of it, and I spit inside the sandwich and I give it to you. You're not going to say I didn't give you the sandwich, did you? I did give you the sandwich, but I just happened to spit in the sandwich so that you don't eat it. And I'll blame you for not eating that sandwich that I gave you. Okay? That's the situation here. Israel proposed it twice to Hamas and they denied it because they didn't agree to terms of Israel keeping the same settlements. I don't know whether you read yourself, whether you read what you write, but I've answered you before even reading your comments and stuff. I said, I can give you a sandwich, right? You're hungry, right? But I give you a sandwich, okay? And I will spit in the sandwich, then I give it to you. And then you'll go, oh, well, I can't eat that because you just spit on it. I can't eat this. No way I can eat it. I'm hungry, yeah, but I can't eat this. And you go, well, it's your fault. You're starving yourself, It's your fault because I gave you food, but you refuse to eat it, okay? Yeah, narcissism to the top, to the highest level. So, he's saying that because of the settlement, that's why yeah, that Palestine didn't sign up for it. No, that logic is wrong, my friend. And where is the Hamas leaders? They are in Qatar hiding in skyscrapers, mansion off the backs of the Palestinian people. Look, this debate is not going to go far. If you're going to destroy, how Israel has an impossible job to do. I don't know. Israel give themselves impossible missions all the time. Put it that way. So they go, we're going to destroy the homes of Palestinians and force them to eject Hamas. How does that happen? It will never, ever, ever happen. Hamas, despite all the destruction you've done there, they are stronger than ever. Yeah, put it there. They are stronger. You cannot choose leaders for people. You cannot choose leaders for Iranians. You cannot choose leaders for Israelis. Just like you cannot choose leaders for Israel, you cannot choose leaders for Iran. You cannot choose leaders for Hamas, for Gaza. You cannot choose leaders for Palestine. The day Israel will understand that, that will be the beginning of the solution. Because as long as you run around and say, like American, this regime change that has failed so drastically, where has it worked before? Regime change, where has it worked? In Afghanistan? Has it worked there in Afghanistan? Has it worked in Iraq? Has it worked in Libya? Regime change. Has it worked anywhere? Absolutely not. So that is the problem. So, guys, I'm going to have to leave you here. But guess what? America, England, and France have told the world that they in support of the two-state solution, but yet they can't grant full membership to Palestine. A bunch of hypocrites. That's all I can say. The debate continue in the comment section below. Thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting. Please don't forget to subscribe for more.